Today on the channel, we're back at it with another Greatest Hits Series 6 unboxing and review. And today, we got The Miz.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Greatest Hits Series 6 unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got The Miz. But for all your Miz needs and a whole lot more, hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. And The Miz rides again in the Elite line. And as long as Miz has been around, he's had quite a few Elites, but it feels like he should have had more Elites over the years. And this is an interesting one as we're throwing it way back in the day to when Miz was the champion. Remember those days? Oh my gosh. But Miz coming in hot with a younger version of himself. Going to be interesting to see the new take on this one as part of Greatest Hits Series 6. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And I always tell the story of young Miz. A lot of people always thought I looked like the Miz back in the day. Obviously, didn't have long hair way back when. But my college days, of course, I would get mistaken for the Miz quite a few times over the years. And one time they had like a real world road rules like thing at college. I don't know what it was, like a speech thing where they were coming to talk and they had some of the members there. And then they were going to be at a bar thing that night. And the Miz was in town. And a lot of chicks that weekend thought I was the Miz multiple times. So that was a lot of fun that weekend. Let me tell you about that. But of course, let me tell you about this figure. How about let's dive into it in this old school version of the Miz. There's The Miz, looking only like he could look if he looked like Kyle in college. There you go. How about that? The Miz right there, Greatest Hits Series 6, WWE. Window box, of course, Elite, WWE. The Miz, looking good. Certified Authentic, Elite, Greatest Hits, The Miz. On the back, tail of the tape, got the blurb, got the glamour shot, got the cross-sell down below. Unboxing every single one of these on the channel, so make sure you do subscribe. Check out all these unboxings. And, of course, got some jibber-jabber down there as well. And don't forget, at the very end, we're going to unbox the Chase Natalya. So don't forget that. Oh, don't forget that. But here we are, The Miz from Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out to the Guardians. They'll always be the Indians to me. Height 6'2", weight 221 pounds. Finisher, the dreaded reality check. The Miz shocked the world after he successfully defended the WWE Championship against John Cena in the main event of WrestleMania. What is that? 27? 27? I believe, wasn't he like concussed in that match, if I'm not mistaken? Career highlights, WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, WWE Tag Team Champion, and truly a future Hall of Famer, I believe, at this point here. See you later, goodbye. Plastic prison for The Miz. Look at that. Oh, coming in extra hot right here. And we are locked in. We're locked in, of course, at the feet. And it looks like we're locked in at the title belt there. How about that? The Miz keeping it on lockdown. Not sure if I can get through that. Might have to power through. Yep, gonna have to power through on this one because it is a weird position to be locked in at. There we go. Powered through. Didn't like to do it, but it needed to be done. Needed to be done. Pop these hands out, maybe. There we go. 1, 2, buckle my shoe, of course, as we know. The age-old opening there. All right, there it is. See you later. Goodbye, scissors away. Let's get down to Miz business, not to be confused with monkey business. We'll get down to Miz business, but we do got the spinner title belt right here for the Miz. Unfortunately, mine was upside down in the package. Of course, the logo does spin, though. We've had some in the past that don't spin. This one does actually spin for those keeping track at home. WWE Champion side plates going on. Boy, oh boy, this was a dark time for the world title belt, if you ask me. There's a whole generation that this is their world championship, and some would say there's the greatest generation, and maybe there's the worst generation. That might be the generation that thinks this is the greatest heavyweight belt of all time. If that's the case, oh my gosh, what are we doing? What are we doing? That's what I'm going to say right there. Extra hands here, 2 fists of Miz Fury, 2 splayed out hands. So you can either punch him, or you can slap him and paintbrush him. Miz's choice. Miz's rules is what it is. Gripping hands out of the package for this one here. But now we got the Miz out of the package, and I will say the head sculpt is improved. However, it is not perfect, but it is better than the last one. I could pull that last one out right here. How about that? And boy, oh boy, we got some differences going on. I like this one. This one is a vast improvement. It feels like a totally different figure, I will say. Head sculpt, light years better. Still not perfect, but way better than the one we got back in the day here. Little side eye on that one, a little bit of a teethy grin going on. This one, a little bit more concerned, scared look on his face here. We do get the same jacket going on, but we got a little extra more attention to details on some of the silver on the arms and around the collar as well. Looking very good, but the big difference outside of the head is the body here, as you get the gold boots, the gold and black trunks, where it's just black and silver on this one. So totally different in that aspect there. So very cool, some changes, and that's what I want out of my greatest hits. It gives the same figure to people, the same kind of essence of the figure, but it is different for the hardcore long-term collector. So that's what they need to do more of, if you ask me. Now this jacket is Polly Pocket style, one of those big cumbersome jackets that are just a pain to get off, but for science I'm going to attempt to get it off right here. I'm going to try my hardest. Always a fight getting it on and off, but more so getting it back on is the hard part. Getting it off we can usually do. But man, it's a lot of work to get these on and off. I would hate to be a kid playing and having to put that back on and back off all the time. Like, okay, I'm going to play with them. Now I got to put this jacket back on for the ring entrance. You know, he's just not going to wear that jacket for the ring entrance. That's probably what I'd end up saying. We're going to pop these hands back in. Oh, and we're getting down to Miz business is what we're getting down to right here. Jacket off to the side. Let's see about the Miz. You got, of course, nothing going on the top here. A decent-sized body. I think this works for Miz's body, I would say. Love kind of the It's Awesome clown kind of face going on in the trunks. Black knee pads going there. You got I'm Awesome once again. You got Be Miz on the back of the trunks there. Black on the forearms on the little wrist tape action. Arms all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. Those hits continue. Hands removable back forth side to side. Head removable back forth side to side. Got a very nice tight ab crunch. Waist articulation. Miz splits. Uh-oh, not really. That means we're going to have the rubber band bounce back. I can feel it. Oh, I can feel it in my bones. Look at that. It's like there's some action. It's like an action feature like a Hasbro back in the day. But man, we got those tight joints once again, just giving us no movement there in the hips. Man, oh man, I should do a video about the things that are just really grinding my gears with Mattel right now, and that would definitely be on that list if I needed to. So very, very frustrating there. Hopefully you get that improved. I don't know. It's one of those things, though. It's like the genie's out of the bottle. It takes like a quarter or 4 months to get things back. It might take a trimester to get back on track. I'm sure the Mattel team's aware of it by now. I'm sure they are, but you never know. Thigh cut looking good right there. Double jointed pin knees, but the knees are covered by the knee pads, so it is what it is. Boot cut, ankles back and forth, side to side, up and down. But man, no real movement out of these legs. Really, really rough. Especially if you're a player kid out there. You need all that articulation out of those hips and legs if you're playing with the Miz, I am sure. But does Miz fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand? What do you know? Fits on a stand just perfectly right there. Pretty good improvement if you ask me. A definite improvement over this one. Better coat, better articulation, better head. Better colors, I guess, is to be decided, but we'll say different colors for sure. I'm here for this one. I like this Miz. This could be the sleeper of this entire wave right here. So check it out if you're on the fence. This might put you over the fence. You might be over the fence on this one here. Is a really good improvement of this Miz figure. And we need more earlier Mizes in our Elite collection, I do feel at this point. So there it is, Miz Greatest Hits Series 6. What are your guys' thoughts? This one to pick up for you? A pass, a long game, a no game? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and my other YouTube channel. Videos every day on both channels. Appreciate the support over there. Check out Patreon for early access to everything we do here on the channels. And don't forget ProWrestlingTees.com. Don't forget my book, The Complete Guide to the WWE Jakks Class Superstar Series, now available on Kindle. And of course, social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for The Miz, I'm Kyle, and I'm awesome.